Since the beginning of 2024, I've been on a cut to enter my first bodybuilding competition. I know a lot of you out there aren't looking to get on stage this year, but you probably want to get beach lean by the time you have to take your shirt off again. And if we look at history for hope, it's not really on your side. 80% of people that try and lose weight fail. But today I want to go over 3 things that help me get lean, help my clients get lean, and can help you get lean over 2024. And look, I'm not saying I know all the science. I'm not saying I'm the best PT out there. I'm the best looker out there. I just want to give you some advice that's helped me and I know can help you. All right, let's tackle the most important thing when looking to get lean: diet. Social media content these days makes dieting so frigging complicated. It doesn't need to be like that. There's this diet coming out every week. There's these new macro splits you need to follow. There's this new food, blah, blah, blah. Dieting doesn't need to be that hard. And this is why I came up with the idea of the diet pyramid. So down the bottom, we have the things that are gonna make the most impact on our fat loss. As we go further up, they're the things that are gonna make less impact. It doesn't mean they're not important, but if we're nailing the things below, we're going to be making good progress. So the number one most important factor when looking to lose fat is a calorie deficit. That's the bottom of our pyramid. If you don't know what a calorie deficit is, it's consuming less calories than the amount that you burn. You could literally get rid of everything else in the pyramid. If you're in a calorie deficit, you'll lose fat. To figure out what your calorie deficit is, go to Google, type in calorie calculator. I like to use James Smith's, enter your info, it'll spit out a number. There's your calorie goal. If after 2 weeks of following that calorie goal, you're not seeing any progress, drop it by 10% and keep going. So moving on to the next level in our diet pyramid, we have protein. I'm sure you've heard high protein diet for fat loss a million times on every single social media account, but they truly are effective for fat loss. Here's a couple of reasons why. Protein is the most satiating macro, so you're going to be fuller for longer, meaning you can stick to your deficit without getting hungry. Reason number 2, we want to prioritize fat loss, not weight loss or muscle loss overall. So high protein is going to send that signal to our body, hold on to the muscle that we have while we're in a deficit. And finally, protein is harder to digest than carbs and fats. So you're going to get a little bit of a kickback on calories burned through digestion, having a high protein diet rather than a low protein diet. As for how you should consume your protein, the calorie calculator that you use should have given you a protein goal. I want you to divide that evenly over the amount of meals that you're having. 3 to 5 servings of protein through the day is going to be optimal. All right, next level on the dieting pyramid is the 80-20 rule. You might have heard it before, but let me go over it for those of you that haven't. 80% of your calories should be coming from whole natural ingredients. 20% of your calories should be coming from processed goods. The cheeky shit you know you shouldn't be having. Let's just say, for example, you have 2,000 calories a day in your diet. That means roughly 400 calories can come from junk food. Is this split set in stone? No. But if you have an 80-20 split, the foods that you know you should be having, you're gonna be getting all the nutrients that you need from those while still enjoying hypercaloric foods that you like. It's not that this hyperpalatable, hypercaloric stuff is bad for you. It's just that stuff that tastes good is really easy to overeat. Overeating usually leads to a calorie surplus, which leads to fat. All right, so the final level of our pyramid is have structure to your nutrition. I always find the clients that struggle the most are the ones that don't have any structure or consistency with meal timing, the amount of meals you're having in the day. They're scrambling to hit their targets by the end of the day. If you can create structure with your nutrition, you're going to see better results because you're gonna hit your calories more often, you're gonna hit your protein more often. It's just better overall. Personally, when I'm in a cut, I like to eat the same thing every single day. I'm gonna hit my targets. I know it. I know and can predict my weight loss is gonna happen. I understand that's not for everybody, but having some structure there, whether it's following a alternating meal plan, whether it's tracking your calories, whether it's guidelines like intermittent fasting, have structure to your nutrition. Amount of coffee. Okay, so we've gone through diet. Let's move into the second step in our 3-step approach: training. Now, it's a common misconception that cardio is for losing weight. Weights are for building muscle. That's wrong. It's just flat out wrong. What I recommend is doing weight training. It's not gonna leave you hungry. It's not gonna leave you super burnt out. You're going to build muscle, which is gonna boost your metabolism. There's no downsides to doing weight training during a fat loss phase. In fact, it's the best type of training you can be doing during a fat loss phase. As for what to do exactly, I would recommend a full body training split. That way, you're training every single muscle group multiple times a week, continually sending that signal to your body, hey, keep this stuff. I don't want to get rid of it. Again, we want to prioritize fat loss during a fat loss phase, not just weight loss as a whole. I'll put a QR code up here on the screen somewhere. It's a link to my full body program. It's completely free, so go and enjoy it, guys. Let's move on to the final step that's going to help you get shredded over 2024, and that is activity. Now, I've probably said it about 100 times in this video already, you need a calorie deficit to lose fat. We've covered diet, which is calories in. Now we're going to look at the other side of the equation, calories out. I'm talking about enjoyable, low intensity cardio that's gonna help you burn calories. My golden rule for cardio or activity, 30 minutes of something that you enjoy that's active every day. For me, I like taking the dog for a walk. He's actually taking a nap right now, bloody fatty. That feels easy for me. I enjoy going for a walk. If you had to tell me I had to run on the treadmill, jog on the treadmill, do a HIIT class to burn calories to lose fat, I wouldn't fucking do it and I'd be fat. Your low intense cardio could be going for a walk with your dog. It could be riding your bike. It could be going for a swim. The possibilities are endless, but just pick something that you enjoy because you're gonna do that much longer than something that you hate. As human beings, it's in our nature. We're only gonna do things that we hate for a short period of time. So what sort of results can you expect from this 3-step approach? Expect to lose roughly 0.5 to 1% of your body weight per week. Now, I know it doesn't sound like much, but if you look at that over a 3 or 6 month period, you're losing 5 to 10 kilos, which is all you probably have to lose anyway. Last thing I want to leave you with today, progress is not always going to be linear. You're going to have good weeks, you're going to have bad weeks. The scales are going to go up, the scales are going to go down. There's going to be times where you want to sit in the corner and cry. You don't want to stick to your diet. You want to give up and just be fat for the rest of your life. Trust in the process, keep going, because the only way you're going to get to those good weeks is by enduring those bad weeks. The only way you'll fail is if you give up completely and stop trying. Well, that's all I have to rant on today. So I hope my 3-step approach to fat loss helps you get lean over 2024. And any questions, leave them in the comments below. See you in the next one. Goodbye.